Hi everyone, it's Stu from StuTech, and welcome to Work It Wednesday. This is the weekly series where I shine a spotlight on an amazing local business that helps other small businesses grow, or support our senior community, or just make life a little easier or better right here in the Valley. Each week, I'm going to introduce you to someone I feel is special and just an amazing human. So this week, it's a huge honor, and I'm very excited to introduce you to my very good friend, Bruce Newman. He's the owner of CMIT Solutions of the Northeast Valley. They're doing incredible work in managed IT services and cybersecurity for businesses. Bruce and I had a great conversation about his journey, the people they serve, and the heart behind what they do. Please make sure you watch the entire video because, well, there's some fun, candid outtakes at the end. So let's check out what Bruce and I had to talk about. So tell us about you and your business. So basically, tell people your name,
Sure.
the name of your business, what do you do, your position, and who do you serve?
Absolutely. Stu, thank you. It's good to chat with you here. My name is Bruce Newman. I'm the owner of CMIT Solutions of the Northeast Valley. We're an IT managed services company. And we focus on helping small and mid-sized businesses, kind of open-ended with small and mid-sized, but generally from 15 or 20 users up to 200, 250 users.
Great.
And helping them with their technology, security, and compliance needs.
What inspired you to start the CMIT franchise here in North Scottsdale?
So, in my previous work experience, I was worked for Fortune 100 companies, and I was on the road a lot, and I traveled a lot, and it took me out of the community, and I didn't really know a lot of folks within the community, and I wanted to be more community based and help businesses locally. So I started my franchise here almost 17 years ago now to really help bring that big company experience back to the local community.
So as we both age, and I think we're aging gracefully, if you could give your younger self one piece of advice about this business, the IT business, what would it be?
Boy, that's a good question. Dive into it. Start early. I waited till a little bit later in my career, but it's the best thing, right? Being able to work with and help other small business owners. I'm a small business, like they are, and just being able to get out there and do that has been a great experience.
What's the weirdest, funniest, or most unexpected thing that's ever happened to you in the last 17 years with CMIT?
Oh boy. I'm trying to think. One time we walked into a small business, and they had their little server room in a closet. As you do what you have to do, right, as a small business. And we open up the door of the closet, and there's their server sitting on the floor, and all the network connections are there, and you look up, and right above the server was a 30-gallon hot water heater
Nice.
directly above it. So they didn't think anything about it. And that's not the only time we've seen servers and hot water heaters in the same room. But that was a little bizarre one on us. I'll tell you another one. We work with a nonprofit that is in a very old building. And I'm not one to think about the supernatural much, but being in that late 1800s, early 1900s building at night, there are some weird things that go on.
So you're very community focused, and I'm sure you meet a lot of people getting started in business or whatnot. So let me ask you, Bruce, what's one tip or piece of advice you'd give to someone trying to grow their business or even get it started, or even navigate daily life with confidence?
So I would say right from the start, be security minded. It doesn't add a lot of overhead. It's something that maybe you're not used to. But if you do that from the beginning, not just for yourself, but if you have employees or plan to have employees, make sure it's front of mind for them too, because they're your first line of defense. And so be security minded. Always try to educate yourself. Have some training, and if you do that up front, it just stays easy and gets easier.
Let's go to part two of that question. Since we're, let's call it on the twilight part of our careers, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Later part. Somebody younger, let's call them late 20s, early 30s, getting started in business. What's one piece of advice you tell them to navigate that daily life with confidence and balance?
Learn how to delegate. Um, it is a skill, and build your team so that you have the resources to delegate and know when to delegate and have trust in them.
So, as you know, I always ask somebody to come up with a question that they wish somebody else would ask them. So, Bruce, what is that one question that you wish somebody would ask you that it's never been asked?
Oh boy, that's a tough one. Um,
Well, I'm going to be the next Mike Wallace.
a question that maybe it gets asked too much, maybe the opposite of what, and I'll have to think about the other side of it is, why do we have to do this, right? Um, and maybe folks should have to ask that more. And specifically, a lot of it goes around security.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody these days is at risk, and a small business sometimes thinks, nobody's after my data. My data is not important to them, right? And that's true. Your data is not important to them, but they know it's important to you. So I wish they asked when we put in that security, why are we doing this, right? And there's specific reasons. Um, whether it's your email, whether it's your network, whether it's your desktop, whether it's your backup, right? All these around keeping you running operationally well and securely. So I guess maybe it's, why are we doing this? So that they
Right.
understand.
Bruce, thank you so much for being here today. This is really fantastic. We've been friends a long time. We work very closely together. How can my viewers, whoever's viewing this, because I don't know, we do have at this point 100, like 250 subscribers, so hopefully somebody might need you. How can somebody get
Sure.
a hold of you?
Sure. A couple of different ways. You can give us a call, and our number is 480-419-3931. You can feel free to email me. My email is bnewman@cmitsolutions.com. And our website is cmitsolutions.com. And there's a / in there, PHX, NE Valley. It's Phoenix Northeast Valley.
And you'll see all that information on the screen right here below. So, Bruce, thank you so much for taking part in our Work It Wednesday. Again, appreciate your friendship, appreciate
Thanks.
everything you do for the Scottsdale community and your clients. And everyone, have a great rest of your day. So I'm going to go a little off script here, but 17 years. So if I think back, we've known each other um, probably 12 of those.
Probably.
I was on the
That's what I
vendor
was
side of the
thinking.
channel. It was,
Right?
oh wow. I remember coming here on my Harley to talk about a certain security product that I was peddling back in the day. Good times.
Yes.
I think we're going to have to start a podcast of weird and funny things in the IT industry. Because with your 17 years CMIT and what you did before, my 38 years in this industry, both on the vendor side, vendor
Right.
into the industry, as well as being a provider and in corporate IT, folks, that's our next project, me and Bruce.
There you go.
Watch for the podcast.